Good morning, Woon.
Good morning.
Okay, so here we are.
It's rain outside, so we work inside today.
Yeah, we've got rain outside, and yeah, well, I think what we'll do is just continue to remove this stuff here, get ahead of the game, and then we can go and dump all of that wood there, so we can continue on with progress. So anyway, from here, from right here, all back is done. It's been rust treated, painted, everything. It's been clean. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go from here and clean all this. And as you can see, those little air conditioning vents and returns and stuff are super clean. So yeah, it's a good thing we opened them. Anyway, we're going to continue here, do all this stuff here, and the problem with these things here, I want to remove some of them, but we can't get to them because the cooling system is still full. So what I will do is today we should get a delivery of the siphon pump, and what we're going to do is remove or empty out the cooling system, which includes the lines that go up here to the heater and all the way back. So we're going to empty the system altogether, because underneath here, underneath right here, and you can't really see, but underneath here is the evaporator and all that stuff for the heating and air conditioning. So we're going to remove that and remove any of the wire for the air conditioner that's over in that bay right now, and we're going to strip that whole thing out and clean it all up and make room for something else. Now, once we do that and we have the water out of these things, then we can remove whatever we need to remove. Now, if you look here, you can see this going down and this coming up. Now, I'm not for sure, because I called MCI, the technical support, so they could help me out with location of what's what here, and they said they were going to research it, and that was a week ago, so chances are they're not calling back. And then I found out that the manual that took 3-4 months to get is the wrong one. So I emailed Winnipeg after talking to the NFI parts, who had originally ordered this manual, and they gave me an email. So I emailed them and stuff, and that's been almost a week, and I have nothing from them. Yesterday I got a hold of NFI parts and said, hey, what's up? So they sent them an email, and yeah, nothing yet. So I don't know what to say. But anyway, once we empty out the coolant, then we can work on these hoses. Then we can identify what's what, because we should have the power steering supply and return. We should have the lines for the air conditioning going to that front unit, and we should have the ones for the heater. But we need to identify them, because let me see, 2, 4, 6, I see 7, 8, I see 8. Oh no, there's more underneath there. No, they're not, they're wires. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. I see 8 lines here, but what's what, don't know. So you need to identify all this stuff and remove what's not needed, and yeah, go from there. Now, let me see if I can find it. Up here somewhere. Don't know exactly where. I don't see it right off the top. Oh yeah, here's one of them. Right there. It's all green and stuff, so chances are those are little pinholes that are leaking there. So I need to repair that. And there was another one somewhere. I think it's well, I don't know. Anyway, I need to check all this stuff because the last thing I need is for this to leak after the floor is in and all that kind of stuff. So yeah. But anyway, now if, and I'm guessing because I don't know, but if these two lines here that go down and back up, if those are the ones for the coolant to go to the heater, then I'm gonna have to take this and make the connection straight through. But I won't know that until I empty out the coolant and remove all that stuff down there so I can see what it's connected to. Yeah, so anyway, yeah, and it's kind of hard to tell because here's 4 of them, and then here is another 4 that go down and back up. So I am assuming, and you know what happens when you assume, but I'm assuming that 2 of them are for the coolant and 2 of them are for the antifreeze. So I'm going to have to identify what is what and then go and do what I need to do accordingly. Alright, so right now I'm going to clean up this area here all the way up to right there, I think. And that's so I can install this tunnel back in there so we have something to work back and forth. Oh, excuse me. Something that we can walk back and forth. Yeah. Alright guys, we'll see you after a while. We'll update you as we go. Okay, so we've cleaned this two-center rail here. Woon is putting the wire brush to that little rail there on both sides and all the way to the front, so we can vacuum this whole thing, not thoroughly, but just good enough. And then we will put this ramp here back in here. Don't hit that because that's an airline. And then at a later time when we're doing the center pipes here, then we'll make sure that it's, you know, nice and clean. Plus, when we do the luggage space, we will remove that cover that's down there, so everything that fell on top of there, yeah, you got to be very careful.
Yeah. This is spin everywhere.
I know. Put a piece of metal or something in there. Put a piece of cardboard, something. Because here, see that little white right there? Put that in there because these things, for some reason, yeah, and when you're around these things, you got to be super careful because this, for some reason, the copper lines that are here are not to a plumbing standard of, you know, whatever it is. You have a measurement from inside diameter ID and outside diameter OD, and they might both be half an inch, but they will not work together because the half inch is one on the inside and the other one is the actual pipe itself on the outside. So yeah, and these pipes here, also the other thing that happens to these pipes, throughout its lifetime, if for some reason they're in really cold weather and they don't have adequate antifreeze and all that, they tend to freeze a little bit and expand. Not necessarily break, not necessarily leak, but they expand ever so slightly that when you try to repair them and you say, okay, they're half inch, and you go buy a new piece, they won't fit because one of them had a little bit of expansion. So anyway, they are 23 years old, so you have to be very careful around all these pipes, and you know, especially if you damage them and don't see it, and later they develop a leak. Oh, what a headache! So you have to be very careful around these pipes. All right, so let Woon continue here and vacuum all this out, and then we'll go from there. All right, later. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to clean this up.
You already unplugged this?
No, it's still plugged in, but did you turn it off?
It shut down.
Then it's unplugged down there when you were moving that hose around. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and finish removing all this and clean up the rust and stuff, and then Woon will treat the rust and paint the floor all the way to here and here, and we're going to temporarily set the plywood that goes on the sides here and lay it down the middle so we can walk, and yeah, go from there. And as you can see, it's kind of nippy. One is over there by the heater. All right, guys. Thanks for watching.
ขอบคุณเจ้า
See you next time.
แล้วปะกันแฮมไมนะเจ้า
See you.
บ๊ายบาย